Here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And in this corner, it is Caleb Sweethands Plant. This former middleweight champion of the world comes in at 6 foot 1 inches with a reach of 74. Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes. Caleb Sweethands Plant, fighting out of Tennessee, but now living in Las Vegas. This former middleweight champion of the world is looking to get back on track tonight.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Touch. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweethands, Caleb Plant.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
All right, I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. No rest for the weary. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. He is down.
All your work all the way through.
And there's the bell for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Good one. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing
Five
what you've
guys,
just been doing because
we
you
always hook you up with new ingredients. Fill your bag with plenty of fries. Stack 2 patties on a regular burger.
Now this is about desire.
Always handmade.
This is about
Always fresh. So, when you're grading calls, keep your burger bag on the line. 5 guys.
Even had a few screws left over.
Jab slightly off target.
It's important just not worth compromising. That's why
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you're getting around feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get empty.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Well done with that counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore?
Just sit down, day one. I just try to end up saying it really simple like a spray.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Next time, pass the wire.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
And we see that's what the ice in the sky. I did the 180. I went up the phone. Look at the double the shots for me. Slash block. Down to the ground, and certain my stones that came on the time clock. All the time on the side, yo, sticking together, going like shots out. That's one that you got like a cool part. I put it on in the number. I got different sounds all over. So, on the top of the road, but just know it's gonna come. Put down my face, got a front line, come through like a soldier. And it's just got my attention, you know, bitches, like, really, like a part of the list. Got 21 chance on my leg, let it go, though, and let it go, bitch. That's so much, tell them I'm crushing this nigga, so that ain't my people to 30, till long I was getting some spin, but now they don't feel this, I just really don't scare them, I'm gonna stand like feel this, rainbow, you don't know this. Got a lot of attention for goodness. Do it for business for goodness. Like they don't get this. But all the time, let it sit. Got no face. I'm pulling that every time. She don't even know I do it like this. I have to go out here. You know I'm looking. You know I'm watching so much money. I'm the ex feel the best. I ain't never telling what's ready for this. That's who I am. I can spend my dinner 180. I went up the wrong way. Look at the number between the niggas. Now you gon' need slash block. Down to the ground, and certain my stones that came on the time clock. All the time on the side, yo, coming like shots out. That's all that I put it on in the number. I got different sounds all over. So, on the top on the front, know it's over. Put it on my face, got a front line, come through like a soldier. I walk around with the side check, walking around with the diamonds. My best friend, my body for feet. She's trying to blow my mind, she's trying to get my release. She never dying, I'ma lose my life to be. She's trying to get my life to be. Don't hate me, you can't make you feel. I made a touch, she got me the place. Got me with sex, I got this million on my chest. It's fine, like a contest. Look at them, so nice. I'm my chick like that. My house like it's lifestyle. Got a whole other week, yo, baby, I want to tell you my baby, I will.
He knows your legs are good, he knows your head's not
That's
clean.
why I'm going to shit, lift down the house. I got every day like a bitch. Well, Billy got a bitch, feel love. I can just better my nigga. I got one of the down here. Look at the double, the tricks, the shine for me. Slash love, down the ground, the certain my stones that came on the time. All the time was like, yo, sticking together, coming like shots on. But that's all that you got. Like a cool squad. I put it on in the number. I got different sounds all over. So, at the top of the road, the door of the number. Put it on my face, got a front line, come through like a soldier.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Nice stop, but that won't score. Nice counter shot.
This is like a very cool way to break that extremely quickly. If I go here in Figma, I just have this design here that I put together. I can just take a link, I can copy the link selected, and then I can go into Codex and I can just paste the link. Use the Figma skill to implement the automations page. It was like 90% of the way there.
Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes.
You don't want to lose this fight.
Round 7, here we go.
I just
Safe to
told
say that
me, yeah,
last
we
round was a
gon' be straight.
nightmare.
He
Let's see
saw
how
me
it
make a
turned out
million
here.
off one damn play. I let him keep that money, cause I know he keep it
That's what
safe.
he's gonna try
I'm
and do.
gonna run
So
around
tie him
safe.
up, hold
Put it
him,
right in
lean
his
on
face.
him. Don't
Shoot
get
up,
drawn
shoot up,
into a
shoot up,
fight. Not yet,
shoot
not
up,
until
shoot
the
up, shoot up,
senses are
shoot up,
right.
shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, yeah. That's this rock and Draco, so we ain't got no reason, yeah. I'm your bloody stick, but I'm so I'm on shit when I'm beating up.
What do you think of
Step
what
to the
we've
club,
seen
can't
so
go
far
shut. I'm
from these
back
two
in my
boxers,
truck, I
Chad?
took some
He's
money,
one
switch your
good
money,
judge,
switch
Tony,
up.
to
I
be
mean,
honest.
cutting somebody, trust, say for the AQ, your favorite shit,
You
gon'
know
big
that
kicks,
with
the
the
power,
ring.
the moolah. Elliot diamonds all on Puka, I still own Elliot a little moolah. You don't know Elliot, bitch, that's a jeweler. Elliot, take my take out a cool, let's go. I got a
You
whole
let
lot
your
of bands,
hands
I might
go a
put it
little
for
bit.
France. I
It's
go with
okay to be
Chicago, she
aggressive
said
with
she
it.
don't like her, so I'm gonna give me a chance. This is a razor with this out of money. He's a money coming home again. I cannot count it up right on my head. He's on my gun, can't walk on the ground. Yeah, man, inside the kid with a fan.
He's putting the pedal to the
Yeah,
metal, but has to be
here I go
careful.
again.
He hasn't run out of
If you try
gas.
me, we gon' have to
Late
use
in
our
this
shoot
round,
up,
both
shoot
of
up,
these fighters
shoot
have
up,
had
shoot
their
up, shoot up,
moments
shoot
in
up,
terms
shoot
of
up,
weight
shoot up,
events.
shoot up, shoot up, shoot up. This got you Draco, so we ain't got no wisdom. I'm your bloody stick, but I'm from some motherfucking shit when I'm beating up. Steady for the club, can't
What's
go
a
shut
little
up, I'm
change
back
of
in
strategy
motherfucker,
here,
got
Chad?
shoot up.
Loosen up the
Shoot
flow
up,
a
shoot
little
up,
bit.
shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up. Roll up, go up. You know I'm taking my sugar, yeah.
One of the
You know I'm
best
pushing up the sugar,
attributes to having
you know my dick is
boxing
a
is
blizzard.
knowing to do
Niggas
it,
try to
boxer.
come
It's
and stab
how
and say,
well you can
look
take
at
a
that
punch
nigga
to the
face.
face.
My shots is like a dodge, shake. Million dollars, yeah. I'm one dog, I'm just step in the club, better go to my
He's
girl.
got
Like no
everything.
all
When you
down my
let them
finger.
shots go,
Canada be
and
the
it's just
kid.
bouncing
She
up and
wants
then
for the
walking
trip.
down.
My money got a different than a century. It's just I'm so
Well, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no
Pull up my
injuries
name and I'm
listed.
sticking the Kennedy by now. Two little vibes, and I got 3 blocks on my side. Niggas better run, go hide, you know you gon' die on my side. Shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up,
Let's
shoot up,
talk
shoot
about
up,
this.
shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up.
Round
Got
8,
this box of
and the
Draco,
fight
so we
begins.
ain't got no wisdom. I'm
Fantastic
your
in this
bloody stick, but
round.
I'm from
Let's
some
see if he can
motherfucking
get the
shit when I'm booting
momentum
up.
going.
Step in the club, can't loosen up. Double back in, motherfucker, got two
Might
up.
change it.
Shoot it up, 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 shoot it up.
Wait for the
I just told
reaction.
me,
Until then,
we gon'
keep
be
doing what you've
straight.
just been doing
I'm
because
make
you've
a
done it to the
million
finish.
off one damn play. I let him keep that money, cause I know he keep it safe. They gon' run nothing.
He's going to loosen things
We'll
up
put it
here.
right
Let's
in
see
their
how he does with this
face.
fancy
Shoot up, shoot up,
footwork.
shoot up, 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 yeah.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill.
And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. Now, you say it. Night, night.